Hello, Panther. It's PantherXLD60 here. Sonic has gone through a lot, as you've seen in my Sonic retrospectives. We saw how Sonic rose, how he fell, and how he rose again. But now, let's look at his most recent console adventure, which was an AU title created by Big Red Button Entertainment, and was created as the last part in the Nintendo-Sega deal. That game was known as none other than Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, next for the Wii U. This game was first announced. Most people didn't like the new character designs. I honestly don't give a crap. It's an AU, so what? Characters can change, but the game seemed to do horrible. And so, today, I'm going to show you my reasons for how I think the game failed. And why it could have been better. That's pretty much all this video is. This is the final video for Sonic Month. I hope you all enjoyed this month, but let's get to it in a few seconds. Here we go. My first reason is because I believe the game was most likely rushed a bit. The game, when we first see it, seems to be promising. Because, as we can see from the trailers, it seemed to be really good. But, of course, this game had to be a deadline, and most likely was a bit rushed, as the game has numerous bugs, glitches, and other things that caused it to be this way. Now, of course, this game was horrible. The Sonic 06 levels are bad, and so I believe that maybe if this game had a bit more time, it probably could have been better. And maybe even excitable, but these trailers are nothing more than simply false hopes. Like the Sonic 2016 trailer. Yeah, anyone else remember that? That freaking seriously sucked. Of course, things will change, and so I understand this is probably not how the final game was supposed to look. But still, it still sucked. It sucked horribly, probably because of rushed development. That's really all I can say. Freaking did not expect. Oh, and yes, I'll get to the characters themselves later. But yeah, I can't really say anything else. The 0.5 reason is a continuation of the last reason, which was this game suffered from numerous technical glitches and bugs. I found a video that actually shows all the glitches and bugs. Like with my Why I Hate Sonic 06 video, I managed numerous bugs and glitches. The video itself is actually a video a video on Glitch Fest, which I'll probably provide a link in the description if you guys want to go watch the video itself with the audio, but yeah. Once again, I assume this is from Rush Development, but yeah, this game has numerous glitches and bugs that shouldn't really occur. Previous games in the series like Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors didn't have too bad of glitches. Yes, Sonic's previous other games were also glitchy as crap. Yeah, but those games were in the downfall era. Now we're in the revived era. None of the games recently seem to have this glitchy thing. Oh, and the most notable glitch is the Knuckles jump glitch, which was patched. Seriously, if they had to patch it, this isn't freaking Sonic. This isn't Assassin's Creed. Big Red Button Entertainment. And yes, I'm not blaming Sega because they didn't actually develop this game. They only watched over it. So while they could have extended it, I assume, once again, rushed development and caused these glitches to not be able to be patched out, resulting in the patch. Oh, and they couldn't patch everything in the one freaking glitch. So, yeah. The Knuckles jump glitch. Seriously, I can't believe it's a glitch. Really? That's all I can say. Hey, for this part of it. So, let's continue on to my actual second reason. My second reason was the gameplay was not that good. Now, I have not played this game. Like with Sonic 06, I won't play it. It's horrible. Well, it's actually the worst selling Sonic game, surprisingly. But the gameplay was considered repetitive and slow by most critics from what I have read. And the newest bugs and glitches didn't help either. The game really failed because they could have developed much more excitement, but it just seemed to not be able to be done in their allotted time. Once again, going back to the first reason. And the game also suffers from a bit of slowdown at some points, according to numerous reviews. So, yeah. Once again, the gameplay just wasn't that. The baller segments were stupid. There wasn't much speed. Oh, and just commenting on this. It tells them to go left, but they instead go right. I mean, it would be left if you were, like, looking. No, wait, yeah, it would be left. That's my mistake. But, yeah, really, the gameplay was shockingly not exciting. It wasn't fast-paced. So, yeah. Not really good for a Sonic game. But, I guess it's just all we have to deal with. Anyway, that's all I can say. My third reason is the story. The story is not all that good. I mean, come on. Sonic is not known much for good stories, but still, the game itself has a horrible story, and the characters were not well received. I mean, come on. And also, come on, you can't seriously say that Lyric is a good villain. I mean, he was locked up and frozen. And so, yeah, this game's Rise of Lyric really has Lyric as the main bad guy, but he doesn't do much. Except for, like, send enemies. Really, I can't really. Oh, and Sonic being shocked. Really, the story's just campy and completely stupid. And from what I've heard. But it's a Sonic game, not really much of a story-driven game. And in the last point, I said the gameplay was bad, so the story didn't really help. The characters were horrible, and honestly, the main villain wasn't all that exciting. And the cartoon isn't that good either. I mean, it's okay, but I've seen better. Sonic X. Oh, they're all blaming Sonic. Yeah, and yes, I'm using the cutscene because I couldn't find any other footage. Anyway, once again, nothing more I can say. Number 4 is the developers not knowing the console. And I don't really have any footage for this because, fudge it, I got tired of freaking going through the footage. But yes, the developers' big Red Button Entertainment. God, they actually don't have that many. Don't even have any games besides Rise of Lyric on themselves. I looked around, yes. Yes, and I found nothing but Rise of Lyric as the only game they've actually developed. So, the developers didn't know the console. Well, they hadn't developed for it, it was the first time developing it. Granted, Sega probably could have helped them out, but still, they didn't know the console. How were they supposed to develop a good game for it? I don't degrade them for that, but still. You know, it's more of Sega's fault. They didn't know the console, and so they severely underestimated it, causing them to probably have to redevelop some things. At least from what I've heard, I cannot confirm nor deny this. So, yeah. Let's get on to the results of this. The results of this horrible development, its gameplay, and its story led to it being the worst reviewed Sonic game ever, with it pretty much never getting a really high score. Considering it's the worst selling Sonic game ever, even including Sonic the Hedgehog, it's quite surprising. The game could have been better. They just needed more time, effort. Even though this game sucked, Rise of Lyric was only part of one of two. Shattered Crystal did good, and the TV show's alright, so it's clear that this wasn't an endeavor that ended poorly. However, the console, we're probably never going to get another Sonic title under the Boom name on another console, because that's dead. Maybe we'll see another Sonic game on the NX, but for now, I've had a fun time this month celebrating Sonic's 25th anniversary. I'm going to take the rest of the week off, and I'm going to return with normal videos at the second week of July. At the first full week of July. This is Panther XL360, and I hope you've enjoyed Sonic Month, because it is over for 5 years. See ya.